game, and sorry to keep you waiting. I know you're here at 4:50, chomping at the bit. We're here 13 minutes after the hour, but we're finally here with a bit of a shorter episode, I think, but we got some stuff we're discussing. I'm Coney. He's TK. Welcome to Y'all Gaming. You were just gaming, right? You just got off stream?
No, I wasn't gaming. I did a Cobra Kai tier list, but I will be gaming after that. I have to keep going through Bloodborne, which is actually a very hard game.
Yeah, how are you liking it? We should have put that on the docket because I love that game.
Oh, it's really good. I know that like apparently what I was told was it has the hardest beginning learning curve, which I think is true because I was stuck at the bridge with those two wolves for like at least an hour and a half.
Right. Yeah.
And then after that, like it was smooth sailing. I beat 2 bosses. Yesterday I beat Bloodstained Beast in 2 tries, and everyone was like, "How?" And I was like, "I don't know. He just was very predictable." Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like maybe he's harder. Like maybe he is harder, but like yeah, I didn't even do any cheat stuff too. It was just like I countered him for the first or the second half of the fight, and then just kind of like waited for him to do that big dash in the first half of the fight, and then that was it. And then like so now I'm at this like Thunderdog.
Yeah, I know that one.
That thing beat my ass. So that was, but I wouldn't even. I like showed up, and it just started. And I was like, oh, I did not know this was a boss fight. I had like no vials left, no nothing. But it's fun. It definitely still is tedious.
Sure.
There is like, I feel like the way that game gives you, like difficulty increases is based off like one enemy. So the first difficulty increase is like the wolves, right? And then everybody else, like from that point, is kind of easy. Like you have those big guys that have the rocks, like you just kind of like power swing them and hit them on the way up. You have those other guys with the canes, and like they seem to be like they would have been a harder enemy, but they're very easy to beat too. But then I got to the bagmen.
Bro. The bad guys with the kicks.
Yeah, bro. The bad guys go crazy, man. So I wasn't ready for the bagman to go that crazy, but they're definitely beating my ass right now.
Yeah, the bag dudes are strong. Eventually, you'll keep running into more and more stuff. Let me know when you're done with the game because there's one area in particular that pissed me off.
I'm not even sure if I'm gonna finish it. I'm basically just playing it to pass time until Pokemon.
What do you mean you're not gonna finish? Oh well, talking about Pokemon, let's go ahead and open up with our first topic. I can't believe you didn't hear about this. Do you not know anything about Palworld?
Nope, but I'll look it up right now.
Oh my god. Okay. So Palworld is something that I just found out about a week ago or so. And Palworld is basically Pokemon if it existed in the real world. You should watch the trailers. You don't have to do it now. I would recommend doing it on stream. It looks extremely funny. Basically, it's Pokemon, but with guns and slave labor. You can breed the Pokemon together. It is crazy.
That's going on the wish list immediately.
It looks so funny. Go ahead and watch the trailer. Another trailer just dropped today.
I saw half of it, but I'll watch another one of it late, like on stream later. But God, that looks amazing.
There are 2 of them.
Going on the wish list.
There are 2 trailers. Right. I cannot wait for that game to come out. I am incensed. I haven't cared about Pokemon forever. But I wanted to talk about it because I think it's kind of interesting that like you could just take Pokemon's whole idea and their IP and their brand and just be like, okay, here it is, but this has guns and it's like an adult world, and you could just do that. I don't know. Can they stop them? I don't know if you can like trademark that.
Well, I mean, Pocket Monsters isn't like okay, but like Pokemon isn't like a thing that it's not the only genre that does that. Like Digimon is similarly the same thing, and then there was Temtem, which is definitely a super full rip off of Pokemon, but like there's definitely been other like monster like hunter or monster capturing games out there. I just think that like Pokemon is the one that everyone recognizes the most. I feel like as long as they're not like just doing stuff like there's an electric mouse, but his name is Pikachu instead of Pikachu or something like that. I feel like they're definitely, they're having their own like somewhat original idea. You know what I mean? But yeah, I see what you're saying though. Like I know that there was a game that was like Pokemon Uranium, and that was supposed to be like these guys made like a harder version of Pokemon. There was some very like unique Pokemon that they made, and they still got shut down because they use the name. So rip, can't do that.
I just wonder where the line is. Like, Yeah, obviously, if I make Bleakachu and it's a blue Pikachu, that's one thing. But, like, if I make a fire horse, is that a problem? What if I make...
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? What if I make a turtle that shoots goop instead of water? You're going to be mad at me then? You know, I wonder, like, how many similar things do you need to get in trouble? But I don't know. I'm excited for Palworld. I can't wait for this goddamn game.
I think with the fact that there is 700 something Pokemon now, like, it is just kind of impossible to run up on an idea where you might have a very similar idea.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, and some people will probably actually take inspiration from it too. But I just, how many birds can you make that and before they start to look the same? You know what I mean? Like, how many turtles can you make before they start to look the same? There's Squirtle, then there's Shuckle, then there's Caracosta. Like, it's just, there's
only
like
so many colors.
Yeah. There's only so many ways you can do a certain Pokemon. So, but that, no, I like the idea of Pokemon with guns. It reminds me of that, like, it was the what is that? Oh, it was the like, they reanimated Harry Potter, so it was Harry Potter with guns. And
oh, like I remember.
It's just like the Sorcerer's Stone, like, that joint is mad funny.
Shoot the orc or the troll guy. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I'm excited for this game, like, unironically. I can't wait. Because, like, I can't even tell what kind of game it is. If you watch the trailers, it's like a harvesting game, but it's also a shooter, but it's also, I don't know. It's crazy. So I'm very excited. Second game I wanted to talk about today, and this is another thing that TK has not seen. Bro, you got to check out Vampire Survivors. It is very simple, but I'm addicted. It's so dumb. I'm pretty sure it's a mobile
$3 game?
Yes. I'm pretty sure it's a mobile game. It is so simple, but I can't stop. It's so dumb. All it is it's like it's like a twin stick shooter. So you're walking around and you want to survive as long as possible, except it's not. It's a single stick shooter. You don't even shoot. You just walk around. I don't know why it's so fun. It is so simple. I can't stop playing it.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're having fun with it. I'm definitely watching it right now.
Come on, dude. If you're gonna be a roguelike guy, you have to see it or try it. It's $3. It's crazy.
See, that's the thing is, though, like, there's definitely roguelikes that I just don't vibe with that everyone else vibe with. Like, I never had any interest in playing Binding of Isaac ever, ever. And I know that one's really big and whatever, but the art style is gross to me, and I just don't really care too much to play it. Now, does that mean the game is ass? No, not at all. I'm sure it's a great game, just not for me.
So you're just looking at that, and it does not interest you. Come on.
No.
Come on, dude.
There's a lot going on in this game, and I'm sure I would love to watch you play this, but that doesn't mean I gotta play it. You know what I mean? You are literally just walking around, like,
that's literally all it is. But it's so fun. I don't know why. It's so bizarre to me that I'm enjoying a game like this much, because it really is just. I always think about, like, and we talk a lot on this show about what the next big thing is going to be, what you need to keep people playing, how do you make a game interesting, and now it's just this game is just walking around while guns go off, and I can't stop playing it.
So who's the vampire? You?
There is no vampire. I don't know why it's called that. I don't know why it's called that. Basically, the way that it works is you get a character, okay, and you walk around and you start with a weapon. And as you kill stuff, you level up and get other weapons. But the weapons you don't use, they just go off on their own. And you just survive as long as you can. You won't live forever. You do die. At like 25 minutes into a run, the game just says, okay, whatever, and throws the wall at you. That's it. Like, you cannot make it past like 25 minutes. I made it to 28 once. But it's fun, dude. I don't know how to sell you on this.
You can't.
Guys, if you are watching this, I might play one game on my stream tonight just to sell people on this, because it's very fun.
So you had me on the first one, man. You had me. You had me in the first half for sure, but the second half, it's not for me. So
Okay, well, whatever. I wanted to say something about it. You guys should try it. Okay, third thing is your thing. Tell
yeah,
us
bro,
about
we
your indie
have
games, bro.
a lot of indie games that I've been playing lately. So I know last thing I told y'all about was the Chasm. I think. Yeah, that game sucks, and it still sucks the more I think about it.
Uh-huh.
But the last game I played after that was Dodgeball Academia, and that game slaps. Now the only problem I have with that game is that I think the last chapter drags a bit, because like obviously it's another one of these like kid goes to school, becomes stronger, becomes dodgeball champion, whatever, right? So
Right.
it reminds you a lot of it. I don't know if you played the Game Boy Advance Mario Tennis that had the story, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like that.
I
But
do
it's
remember that.
dodgeball.
Yeah.
And the dodgeball was fun, and there was like cool mechanics to it. Like there's different balls, there's different fields. The people had different power ups and stuff. Like the main character basically had like a Hadouken as his super,
Okay.
but then like another character had like a thunderstorm drop where she would like throw a ball and it would like cause like a like a lightning bolt to hit and it would do mad damage. And then another character would like bat a ball really, really hard and it would do mad damage. So like, and they all had different counters too. Like some characters would catch, other characters would like kick the ball back. Your charge throw is different. Some characters, like the main character, had a fire charge throw. One of the secondary characters had like a bubblegum throw that would like stick people to the ground if they got hit.
Okay.
Another character had a lightning throw. It was really cool. It's 3-on-3. Wonderful game. But yeah, the last chapter did take a bit. I didn't like it. Was just like 6 or 7, or it was like 9. Well, no, it was more like 15 like kind of annoying battles with annoying fields
Okay.
right near the end until you do the final battle, which was pretty cool. And the dialogue is funny. It's like one of those self-aware dialogues, you know what I mean, where like they know they're like kind of going through anime trope, and then
I hate
like,
those.
yeah, I like that though.
I don't know why I don't like those. Okay.
I like those a lot because I'd rather you make fun of it than like
not acknowledge
double down and actually be it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I feel that, yeah.
So that was fun. I just started playing Curse of the Dead Gods. That game,
I feel
like that one kind of has a slow start, but for what it's worth, like the system in itself is kind of cool. Getting used to like how it works is interesting because all your attacks are on top buttons, which like makes sense because of not all your attacks, your dodges and stuff. So your attacks are on X and Y, but your dodges and your parries are on top buttons, which kind of makes sense. But like it's still like not how I'm expecting it to be, because like in my head, my X and Y should be my like attack buttons, and then like B or A should be like a dodge roll or something. But seeing that they're not on the same key or something, like I get it. And so it's cool. You have this like stamina meter, so you can't just like mash through. You have to like kind of strategically think about how you're going to attack on rooms, because like if you just like smash X or whatever, then you run out of stamina, and that means you also can't dodge because you have no stamina. So it's pretty cool. You get stamina back too from like perfect dodges, from parrying. So like there's a pretty good focus on defense. Just got an update where I think you can play as the Dead Cells guy or something like that, and that's pretty cool.
Dude, he's in everything.
He really is in everything.
I feel like that guy's all over the place.
He was in Skull too. Dead Cell just got an update where like the Queen or something like that, and there's like new weapons. I saw one where you can throw a shark, and like I thought that was pretty cool.
Like a shark, like an actual animal,
like an actual animal.
Okay.
Shark. Yeah. So that seems pretty cool. But yeah, just got finished playing that, and then the last thing I got that I've been playing that I haven't got finished playing, but I have been playing, is Blade Assault. It's another roguelike, which I hope comes out onto the Switch sooner than later, because I feel like I don't really play a lot of roguelikes on my computer, because if I'm playing on my computer, I'm probably playing like an evergreen game like Fortnite or Apex or something. But if I'm on a plane and shit, then like that's the time I can actually like put time into roguelikes and stuff.
Sure.
So I want to do that more often. But currently it's just on PC. I just saw Dak log into Super People, which is PUBG with superpowers, and that does sound fun, except for the fact that last time I logged on, I could not find a game, and I know there's people playing.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Was that any good? Because we did talk about that last episode, and you said you were gonna try it.
It's still PUBG, and like I'm not really super partial to PUBG, but the first of all, it's beautiful. Game's gorgeous. Like, give it up. PUBG was never pretty, and they never were gonna do anything about it. But that game is gorgeous. The superpowers are actually pretty cool. You get like a random one or you can like use money to buy a specific one.
Mm-hmm.
The four or five games I played, the random one I had one guy who was like, he swam faster than anybody else, and then like he did more damage if he was in the water, and he had like a fog of war that he could disperse as his super.
Okay.
But then some of the superpowers aren't really like superpowers. It's just like this guy is really good at doing this thing. So like one of the things was like this guy is good at breaching. It's like, okay, that's not really a superpower. He's just very smart in the arts of breaching like doors and whatever.
That's not like something that he was like bitten by a radioactive spider or something. He's just a smart
like,
guy.
This guy's just done this so many times. So like he's like, yeah, I got it, man. I know all the entry and exit points. Like, great. But then there's another one where like you have a nuke, you have like a super gun, you're like you have these pills that you have to get, and there's like 3 categories. It's like red, blue, and yellow. And like they all give you different power-ups. So you can end up like running faster, your bullets can do more damage. It's cool stuff like that. One of the things that I really hate about that game, and it's such a dumb thing to hate, but why is there still fall damage in a game that's supposed to be about superheroes?
Oh, that is weird. Are you you are a superhero in that game? Everybody's a superhero.
Yes.
That feels like that would be a power.
Well, I guess so.
Not taking damage, not fall damage is like the worst superpower I could think of, but it is a superpower. You know, if I had to pick one, that would be one of the least valuable ones. But you know, it's still fantastic, right?
Yeah, I guess if you think about it like that, like if I could be like, watch this, and then I jump off the Empire State Building and then land. And everyone's like, wow. But then I have to like take the elevator to get back up there.
Yeah, you can't fly back up. You gotta. It's a long way back. You want to see me do it again? It'll take like 20 minutes. I gotta get up on the elevator. Yeah, it's difficult.
Now that it's put in perspective, I wouldn't even tell people my superpower, bro. Like, what do you do? Oh, I don't have any. Yeah, I don't.
How do you even figure it out? Like you would have to fall like 15 or 20 feet and not get hurt, and you have to be like, oh, I wonder if I could do this from 100. Or you would just feel like you got lucky. Like you would never figure that. I might be able to not take fall damage for all I know. I've never fallen from a high height, so I might be a super person already.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, who's ever gonna test you? Like,
yeah,
like you should do it right now. Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Nah, I gotta save it for when I really need to. You know,
that's what LTG said. I'm not trying to jump off a building, so you know. All right. Were there any other games you wanted to cover? Is that your roundup?
I'm looking at my screen. No, not really. You still haven't played Super Animal Morale with us, and that sucks. But
true, not yet.
But yeah. No, other than that, like, pretty much it. I haven't got a chance to play a crazy amount of indie games, but for the ones that I did play, they are pretty good.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
All right, guys. A bit of a shorter episode today. That's gonna do it for us. This is available on everywhere. You guys know, Spotify, iTunes, all that stuff. Wherever podcasts are sold, but it's free.
Yeah.
Are you going to be streaming?
Yeah, I'm about to. Well, I'm gonna eat first, and I'm gonna get back to playing some Bloodborne. What is it? Coney couldn't name 5 indie games about depression the other day. Can you?
Well, okay.
No,
hold on.
Because I can. Being 5 indie games about depression?
Being about depression is a misnomer. That's the problem, is like there's always that bit about like indie games, about mental health, whatever. And I tried to think about it, and I was like, I can't really think of many. But it's not that depression is the main theme, it's just a theme. Like, I keep seeing these indie games with sad people experiencing real hardship, and it's always like, it's the flight. Here, try to name 5. Do you have 5 games that are about mental health in some capacity?
Limbo?
Yeah.
Lisa?
Yep.
Dreamscaper?
Don't know what that one is, but I'll take your word.
Undertale and Deltarune?
Kind of. That's the thing. Like, kind of. I mean, clearly it's about, like... It has themes of that stuff, but it's not overt. You know? But I'll give it up. I'll give you the point.
The thing is, I will never play those games. So
ever?
So, the Deltarune and Undertale, no, we'll never
Why
play
not?
those. Dreamscaper, I'm not interested. Like I'm sure that it's a wonderful RPG or whatever, and you guys seem to really resonate with it. But it's one of those games where people make it their whole personality, and I hate those games.
That's not the game's fault.
Yeah, it's the people's fault though. And so if I try to play it and then I like, hey, I played this game and it was all right. Well, did you understand the themes? And then I'm gonna get like yelled at by a bunch of fucking nerds. So no, I don't.
So
no,
just
I don't,
avoid the nerds, man. Undertale's
I don't want to
good.
do that. I don't want to do that.
You're going to stop yourself from playing a game that was genuinely one of the coolest games that's come out in the last decade.
Don't act like you haven't done that too.
No, I don't.
You're a super hipster with games.
No,
you won't
I'm
play
not.
games if they're super popular, bro.
That's not true. I literally just
very
said I
true.
liked Undertale. What are you talking about?
Okay, that's the underground. That's like the underground hot shit. I'm talking about like the AAA title,
Like
hot
what?
shit games. Did you play Nier, right?
No, I don't like Nier.
All right,
It's okay for me not to like a game. Nier it's nothing to do with the fan base. The game.
Did you play it though?
I played it. Yeah, I didn't like it.
Okay.
It was boring.
Right, yeah. Okay.
That game was stupid. It was dull. It was the same thing, but you had to beat it 20 times. What about what?
What about Bayonetta?
I just didn't really like it. It's good, but it's not for me.
You just don't like combo games or platinum games.
Not really. Anything. I mean, like I don't know. They're fine, but like I always feel like with those games, like they're like 2 hours long, and they're like, "Hey, you want to beat me again?" And I'm like, "No, thanks, I'm good. I don't want to keep playing. I beat it once." That's how I feel about Bayonetta. That's how I feel. Just those games are like that for me. But I don't say that they're bad. And I tried them. You haven't even tried Undertale, bro. Undertale is good.
I also don't really like RPGs that much, though. Like
it's not an RPG, though.
What is it? What is it?
I can't explain it. That's why it's so good. It's like
oh my god.
It's like a puzzle kind of thing. How do you explain Undertale?
Wiki.
Dude, the gameplay isn't. It's not really an RPG. It's not really an RPG. It says it's an RPG.
It focuses on the independent role-playing game Undertale, developed by Toby Fox.
It's not really an RPG, though.
Oh Lord.
No, it's not, because...
Is it because it doesn't have... What makes it not an RPG?
The turn-based battle is not what you think. I don't want to spoil it. When you do the fights, they're engaging. That's why it's good.
Turn-based battles aren't all like the thing that puts me off RPGs. I just don't like it's just there's a lot of filler. I like action RPGs. That's my jam because it feels like I'm still doing shit.
Dude, oh my god.
No.
I've seen some of the boss battles.
I've seen some of the boss battles, and yes, while there is a couple of games when you or some of the battles when you're doing stuff, that is still very much an RPG, bro.
All right, man.
It's not an RPG because it's short.
Well, because like most RPGs are like 50 hours.
That's fair, but that's also JRPGs. I don't think every RPG is like 90 hours. Well, I guess it's like an action RPG. Never mind. I was gonna say like whatchamacallit was like an action RPG. Pokemon you can beat in like 10 hours if you're good enough. So but like for the most part, yeah. If you're talking about JRPGs, that journey is kind of. I
can't believe you're refusing to play Undertale, man.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You're part of the problem right here.
What do you mean?
I can't just not play the game. You can't just be like, okay, it wasn't for him.
You can't do this catch-22 thing. I'm telling you to play the game.
It's not
I'm not going to play the game because you told me to, but if I don't tell you to, you're still not going to play it.
It's just literally not for... I have no interest in playing Undertale, even without the people. Like, I literally never had interest in it. Just like I had no interest in playing Earthbound either.
You don't feel a responsibility to play one of the... As somebody whose job is playing video games, you don't think it's your responsibility to play one of the most defining games of a gaming generation.
Do you know what would happen if I streamed that game? You're talking, my job is to stream those games for people. There is literally no way that would go well.
That's true.
All.
That's
I want to get
true.
the worst people in my chat.
True.
I'm already doing that with Bloodborne, and these people, it says it right in my title, and they're still like, I'm like, look, dude. So, like, obviously, I'm playing. I've not swapped up the first two weapons I have. Right?
Yeah,
I got the axe and I got the pistol, right? But every time I see a new weapon, I buy it to see if I like it.
Sure.
I buy the weapon. Someone's dumbass always comes in. Oh, that's not better than the pistol. Oh, that's not better than the axe. Let me find out.
Don't use the cannon. Why are you using the cannon? Stop using the cannon. No, I feel that. You're right.
And normally what happens is like I'll buy the weapon, I'll go out in the field, I'll do a couple swings, and like I don't really like this weapon's moveset, and I will sell it back. But I don't even get a chance to do that before someone first time chatter. That's not really a good weapon.
Yeah, they just troll around waiting for somebody to go live with like first time play through a Bloodborne, and they'll immediately jump in there every time, dude.
So I
That's
couldn't
true.
imagine. I literally could not imagine that being worse or better in
You're
Undertale.
right.
Like the rabbits fan, like FromSoft has its rabid fans, right? But FromSoft has several games, and
Sure.
these people will even argue which games is better. Undertale and Deltarune have two games. Both of those games are critically acclaimed. Everyone seems to love them, and it's
Sure.
always like if you played Undertale, you gotta play Deltarune. Like never heard anyone say, yeah, I'm not really feeling that Deltarune. Like haven't seen that at all. So I imagine if I play either or, if I start with Deltarune, I'm going to get a bunch of people telling me to go back to play Undertale, and then I'm going to go back to play Undertale, and all of them are going to tell me how to play. Which this is just for a message for people who are actually listening out there. The reason why you love this game so much is because you got to experience it without anybody telling you shit about it, right?
That's
you got to have
true.
your ups, your downs. You got to have your exploration. You got to do all of that. Why would you then go and try to ruin someone else's who you're trying to get into the game? Why would you then go and try to ruin their experience, the same experience that you had that made you love the game? Why would you go about trying to ruin it? Huh?
Because they want to be your guide.
In the comments below.
They want to be your journey. They want to be the guide on your journey. They're trying to be helpful. I don't know. Twitch chat being helpful is mad annoying.
Twitch chat has literally never been helpful, and the worst part about it is I actually give people a chance to be helpful, because I will ask. Like I asked what insight was. I didn't know what that was. I was like,
right, yeah.
Yeah, I was like asking about like I picked up the shield. I was like, can you parry with this? Nope, no parrying with the shield. It's only guns. Like, all right, cool. That sucks. Not using that anymore. And just like, yeah, so like I will give you chances, but I just hate when like I'm just kind of like, oh damn, that weapon was cool. If you think that weapon's cool, wait until you see the weapon that you get near the end of the game. I don't even want to get to the end of the game. I don't even want to get
Yeah, you're going to get it a lot worse if you keep playing Bloodborne, because you're going to walk into a room and people are going to be like, oh boy, here's this boss. It's like, come on, dude. Like, let me...
My chat has been pretty decent at waiting until like I run into the boss and then die to it, and they're like, yeah, this boss kind of crazy. But like no one's like, yeah man, what you have to do is like, no one has been like told me like, yeah, you always got to dodge at this point and you get like 6 hits. I'm like, all right, well, let me figure it out. Thanks. My pattern recognition is pretty good. Yeah. But yeah, just yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to playing that soon. Keep your fucking thoughts to yourself until I no, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Slim and Sour had a good point. Throwback to when Coney got backseated for Punch-Out. Dude, I was playing Punch-Out. Dude, it was so bad.
I remember that.
It was legitimately one of the worst stream experiences I've ever had, and I'm not joking. Like, I was streaming Wii Punch-Out, just because I've never played it, and I heard it was really good. I was like, wow, this is really fun. And the game is designed to be kind of hard, It's a boss rush, so all the bosses take a while. And somebody was like, if you do this, then you can beat him in 3 hits, but if you do that, you can actually beat him. Did you know that somebody beat this game blindfolded? It's like, dude, shut the hell up. Like, it was very strange. I can't imagine playing Bloodborne now. I was lucky enough to play Undertale on the day it came out. I stayed home from work that day because I was sick, and I got very lucky. But you know what? It's great to hear that you'll be playing Undertale off stream. I think that's a great decision. I don't think you should play it on stream.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing, man.
You'll definitely be playing off stream, and I'll quiz you next show about Undertale.
Sure, yeah, no, I will do it this week. It's gonna be a great time, and maybe since the game's not as short or super short, maybe I'll beat both of them.
Perfect. I haven't played Deltarune though, so don't quiz me. I played the first part, not the second part yet.
Oh.
The second one came out at a weird point in my stream where I feel like I can't play it on stream anymore because like it's already like it's old now, and I feel like me playing it wouldn't really. I'm gonna get backseaters and my numbers are gonna be lower, so I'm like, do I really care? I'll play it off stream, whatever. So, but I don't have the time.
You said second part?
Yeah, Deltarune is like in chapters.
Yeah, you kind of losing me there, brother.
I know. Hey, listen, I get it. I
kind of losing me there. Like
I feel
was
that
with you. I was with him.
No, I agree. But all right, that's gonna do it for the show. Thank you guys for tuning in. You going back up right now?
No, I'm gonna go eat real quick. So give me like 20 minutes, and then then we can run some games.
You doing Bloodborne?
Yes, I am.
All right, I might pop into that for a little bit. I'm gonna,
all right.
I'm gonna watch you. So I've been trying to get you to play Souls games forever. So I'm just happy to see.
Listen, bro. Like, so I played Dark Souls 1 for like 6 hours, And I don't know. Well, you know, it's my fault for Dark Souls 1 because the punch animation in that game is so funny that
So that's all you wanted to do. Yeah.
I was like, I wasn't using any weapons. I was just minking up fucking monsters.
Yeah.
But yeah, the punch animation in this game does absolutely no damage. So just can't really do that. It's 4 damage on a punch is definitely not it. So yeah, can't do that. But you know, I've at least found a weapon that I like. So we're the axe is really where it's at. Some people said the saw blade is cool, and I thought it was cool too. But I saw axe, and pretty much if I see an axe in a game, I will most likely try to use it just to see if I like it before any other weapon.
Yeah, I'm a big axe and hammer guy. I never actually end up using them, but I always want to try it. So
that hammer in that game, I don't like that hammer though. The hammer sword thing.
The weapon I used was, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but it's a mace, and I loved the mace.
I haven't seen that yet, but
Okay.
I will. If it has a nice horizontal swing, then I might use it.
It's not a normal mace. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's cool as hell. I double wielded it. I had like maracas. You'll see. I love that weapon in that game. So, all right. That's gonna do it. We're gonna go watch TK play Bloodborne later tonight. I'll be streaming stuff later. I think tonight's YouTube night, but whatever. That's going to do it for y'all gaming. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.